Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा नीलमाधव, राधा नीलमाधव, राधा नीलमाधव, श्री राधे। जय गौरनिताय, 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 जय गौरनिताय। जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 शिला प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सदृशी श्रीमद् अभयचरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। उपस्थित वृंद की जय। आई गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. So today we are reciting verse second canto, chapter 7, verse number 13. Shiram udadhau amara danava yuthapanam. Shiro dadhau amara danava yuthapanam. Unmat Unmatnatam amrita labdhaya adidevah. Unmatnatam amrita labdhaya adidevah. उन्मत्तनताम् उन्मत्त न न उन्मत्तनताम् मंथ नहीं मथ उन्मत्तनताम् मत्तनताम् ओनली थ हाफ कैन सी दिस पृष्ठेन कच्छप वपुः विदधार गोत्रम् पृष्ठेन कच्छप वपुर्विदधार गोत्रम् निद्राक्षणः अद्रि परिवर्त कषाण कंडुः निद्राक्षणोऽद्रिपरिवर्तकषाण कंडुः क्षीरो दधाव अमरदानवयूथपानाम् उन्मत्तनताममृतलब्धय आदिदेवः पृष्ठेन कच्छपवपुर्विदधार गोत्रम् निद्राक्षणोऽत्रिपरिवर्तकषाणकण्डोः क्षीरोदधावमरदानवयूथपानाम् उन्मत्तनताममृतलब्धय आदिदेवः पृष्ठेन कच्छपवपुर्विदधार गोत्रम् निद्राक्षणोऽद्रिपरिवर्तकषाणकण्डोः क्षीरो दधाव अमरदानवयूतपानाम् उन्मत्तनताममृतलब्धय आदिदेवः पृष्ठेन कच्छपवपुर्विदधार गोत्रम् निद्राक्षणोऽद्रिपरिवर्तकषाणकण्डोः क्षीरो दधावमरदानवयूथपानाम् word to word meaning. Shira, milk. Udadhav, in the ocean of. Amara, the demigods. Danava, the demons. Yuthapanam, of the leaders of both hosts. Unmatnatam, while churning. Amrita, nectar. Labdhaya, for gaining. Adidevaha, the primeval lord. Prishthena, by the backbone. Kachapa, tortoise. Vapuhu, body. Vidadhara, assumed. Gotram, the Mandara hill. Nidrakshanaha, while partly sleeping. Adriparivarta, rolling the hill. Kashana, scratching. Kanduhu, itching. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the primeval Lord then assumed the tortoise incarnation in order to serve as a resting place pivot for the Mandara mountain, which was acting as a churning rod. The demons and demigods were churning the ocean of milk with the Mandara mountain in order to extract nectar. The mountain moved back and forth, scratching the back of Lord Tortoise, who, while partially sleeping, was experiencing an itching sensation. Purport: although it is not in our experience, there is a milk ocean within this universe. Even the modern scientists accept that there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of planets hovering over our heads, and each of them has different kinds of climatic conditions. Srimad Bhagavatam gives much information which may not tally with our present experience. But as far as Indian sages are concerned, knowledge is received from the Vedic literatures, and the authorities accept without any hesitation that we should look through the pages of authentic books of knowledge, Shastra Chakshurvat. So, we cannot deny the existence of the ocean of milk as stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam unless and until we have experimentally seen all the planets hovering in space. Since such an experiment is not possible naturally, we have to accept the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam as it is, because it is so accepted by spiritual leaders like Sridhara Swami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, and others. The Vedic process is to follow in the footsteps of great authorities, and that is the only process for knowing that which is beyond our imagination. The primeval Lord, being all powerful, can do whatever he likes, and therefore his assuming the incarnation of a tortoise or a fish for serving a particular purpose is not at all astonishing. Therefore, we should not have any hesitation whatsoever in accepting the statements of the authentic scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. The gigantic work of churning the milk ocean by the combined efforts of the demigods and the demons required a gigantic resting ground or pivot for the gigantic Mandara hill. Thus, to help the attempt of the demigods, the primeval Lord assumed the incarnation of a gigantic tortoise swimming in the ocean of milk. At the same time, the mountain scratched his backbone as he was partially sleeping and thus relieved his itching sensation. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So I would like to heartily welcome each of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So by the blessings of all senior devotees, so we would like to speak something on this verse for the pleasure of Lord and the Acharyas. So today we are discussing on verse number 13 of canto number 2, chapter number 7. So here we are discussing about the Leela-avataras. So different Leela-avataras. So today we are discussing on the Kurma avatar. Okay, Kurma avatar. So this verse is mainly talking about Kurma avatar, how he appeared and for what purpose he appeared. So mainly for the churning of the milk ocean pastime. So Kurma avatar is mentioned. So here Prabhupada is mainly saying that first of all about milk ocean. So many people don't believe that there can be something called an ocean of milk. So Prabhupada is asking by logic that how can you say it will not be there? As if you have seen all the planets in the universe. There are unlimited number of planets. So with our satellites, the space scientists, they are sending to few miles or few thousand miles, or maybe midway up to sun also, they are saying that they are sending the satellites. But we don't know how far it's going or what it is doing. So far they are saying they are sending. But surely they have not been able to see all the planets in the universe. So then how can you say that this ocean cannot exist? Unless and until you explore everything, you cannot say a statement. So therefore, here Srila Prabhupada is telling that we have to accept the words of the Srimad Bhagavatam, because this is apaurushaya. Shastras are apaurushaya. It is beyond the experimental knowledge of the human beings. And it is coming directly from the Lord. The Shastras are the words of the Lord. Therefore, they will not have any mistakes. And it is not that we are the first one to believe. Prabhupada is telling that Bhagavatam is accepted as bona fide literature by the great devotees and scholars like Sridhar Swami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, and others. Correct. So therefore, Mahajano ena gata sapanta. So we have to follow the great souls. Hmm? So nobody can say in even modern world that they are more greater than these acharyas. Hmm? Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, how much great knowledge they had, how many books they have written. Huh? So therefore, uh, they believed in this. So therefore, we have to accept their authority and believe in these statements. So very interestingly, we can see that the Lord is taking different types of avatars for different purposes. Mm. So yesterday I was talking to one person. So he was telling that in our dharma, so many types of gods are there. Therefore, there is so much division. But in some other faiths, they believe only in one God. So therefore, there is unity. So we believe in so many, and everybody thinks there is right, and therefore there is so much of breakage and no unity. So therefore, we have to understand why all this problem is coming, because people do not read shastras. Everybody has their own shastra. They create their own shastra, and they have their own god, sometimes manufactured god, and they don't understand the position of every devatas and the position of the supreme lord, right? So our dharma also has only one god, but people don't understand how there is only one god. Correct. So I was trying to explain to him about prime minister, chief minister, this example. Little bit he understood, but still he said everybody believes they are right. uh, they have their own god. You have your own god. Uh, so people have to understand the authenticity of the scriptures. Hmm. So yes, they are saying that they have their own god, but you have to refer to Shastra. Without referring to Shastra, how can you come to any conclusion? Now you will say drinking is good or bad. How will you decide? I asked him, you say drinking is good or bad? He said, of course it is bad. But you ask drunkard, he will say it is good. Otherwise, why is he drinking? Correct. So you cannot make a absolute statement unless you have a absolute literature which can tell what is right and what is wrong. Correct. So so I told you about Adi Shankaracharya. How he says Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam Eko Devo Devaki Putreva. Right? So he's telling that let there be one God, let there be one mantra. We have one God only. We have one mantra only. Correct. Even Adi Shankaracharya knew that in future people will divide and say they have their own God. So that time only he told Gita Mahatmya. Let there be one God. Let there be one Shastra. Correct. So people have to come to this understanding, proper understanding. So when we preach, when we give them knowledge, then people will understand this. So, so there are some people who believe that this world is completely, bad, and they want to just give up this world and go to the other world. Like some organization people, they say that sex life uh, is most sinful. Therefore, everyone should be unmarried, whether man or woman. Everybody should be unmarried because sex life is sinful. So they have accepted one part of the reality. They don't know the complete aspect. How so? So if you ask them, how did you come in this world? Because of sex life only you came. Yes, that was a mistake done by my parents. I should not do the same mistake. They say like that. So they don't know the how everything when it is used for the dharmic way, how it can be service to Krishna. So when Krishna is absent, then people only accept dukkhalayam ashashvatam, but they don't know the other aspect. So how in this world when you follow dharma and do bhakti, you can go beyond this Dukhalayam also. So this complete knowledge is absent in this world. So therefore, there is a very great need for preaching. Hmm. So today we are talking about Kurma Avatar. So we can see how there is so much variegatedness in Sanatana Dharma. So if there is only one God, then of course there is one God, but that one God has various aspects. He can appear in different forms. Yadyat dhyata urgaya vibhavayanti tattad vaphu pranayase sad anugrahaya. There is a verse in Bhagavatam which says, according to the way a devotee worships the Lord, in that form, Lord will also reveal himself. He'll reveal himself. So we were hearing from His Grace Krishnanand Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu South Indian Yatra. So where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Kurma Kshetra, which is near Srikakulam, in Andhra Pradesh. So Sri Kurmam. So there is a very beautiful temple of Kurma Avatar there. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there, he met Kurma Brahman. Correct. So, so I was just trying to find out how many temples are there of Kurma. So in India, about 5 temples are there of Kurma. So like that, we have Lord coming in different forms, as Matsya, as Varaha. So why he comes in different forms? So he comes to do different pastimes, and according to the the pastime, he takes different forms, and according to the devotee, how he wants to see the Lord, he takes the different forms, or he can also take different forms in order to say fulfill the conditions which the demon has acquired. Like Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyakashipu, he had some conditions how he should not be killed. But Lord, to fulfill all those conditions, respecting Brahma's the boon, so Lord came in the form of half lion, half man incarnation. So like that, Lord can take different forms. So this is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma. So Lord is unlimited, correct? So Lord can take unlimited forms. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nana Avataram Akarot. Right? So he takes different form. Nana Avataram. Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyu. But Lord Krishna is Keshava. So Keshava Dhrita Kurma Sharira. Keshava Dhrita Narahari Rupa. Keshava Dhrita Meena Sharira. So it is Lord Keshava, is the other name of Lord Krishna, who takes these different forms, as confirmed by Jayadev Goswami in this Dashavatara Stotra. So, so today we are discussing about Kurma Avatar. So in the Dashavatara Stotra, so the second stanza talks about Kurma, the Kurma Dev. Shitiriha Vipulatare Tishtati Tava Prishte Dharani Dharanakina Chakra Garishte Keshavadhrita Kurma Sharira Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. So this verse talks about how Shitiriha Vipulatare Tishtati Tava Prishte. So on the back of the Kurma avatar, so the Mandara mountain, Shiti, so which is very gigantic, Vipulatare, which is very gigantic, was placed on his back. Tishtati Tava Prishte. Prishte means backside. On the back of Lord Tortoise, the whole Mandara mountain was placed. So Mandara mountain is a huge mountain, like 10 kilo yojana in length and height. 10 kilo yojana means how much? 10,000 yojanas. How much is that? One yojana is 8 miles. 80,000 miles. That was the size of this mountain. Can you imagine? I think world's largest mountain is Mount Everest, na? 8,848 meter. Used to study and write. 8,848 meter means how much? 8.8 kilometer. 8.8 kilometer. That is the height of Mount Everest. Can you imagine this mountain? It is 80,000 miles. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometer. It's almost like 13,000 kilometer. 13,000 kilometer. So huge mountain. So in this way, so this mountain was placed on the top of Kurma avatar, and then that acted as a support when the churning of the milk ocean was happening. So we know the churning of the milk ocean. So this pastime happened in the Chakshusha Manvantara, which is the 6th Manvantara. So when Shukadeva Goswami was explaining to Maharaj Parikshit about the different Manvantaras, how it is, what happened in each Manvantara. So in each Manvantara, there is the Lord who comes as a Manvantara incarnation, who's an Amsha and he says in the Chakshush Manvantara, he came to churn the milk ocean as Kurma. He carried the Mount Mandara, and also he appeared as Lord Ajita. Lord Ajita was the Manvantara incarnation in that Manvantara, 6th Manvantara. So Ajita is also taking part in the churning of the milk ocean. So in the churning of milk ocean orchestrated by Lord Vishnu for the purpose of helping the demigods to get their powers back. So once what happened? So Durvasa Muni, he was going, and then he saw Indra on top of Airavat, elephant. And then Durvasa was very happy with Indra, and he offered a garland to Indra. And Indra, he took the garland, and then after that he accepted it, and then he gave it to Airavat. So generally you will see that many senior devotees, when you offer a garland, so they will wear the garland and then they will remove it and give it to their assistant, somebody, secretary. So like that, even Indra also, he accepted and then he took it and gave to Airavat. So, but he did not understand that Airavat is, elephant. So elephant can have very different, bhav. So Airavat, he took the garland, but he put it down and he completely pressed it with his feet. So Durvasa Muni felt very offended. Very offended. So Durvasa Muni cursed that, so the demigods, you will lose all your strength and energy and powers and kingdom, everything. So we can see that how the curse of great souls can be very dangerous. We can lose everything in our life. So Indra will see that even previously in the 6th canto, he offended his guru. Who was his guru? Brahaspati. Correct. Because of that, again, he lost all his powers and kingdom. So, therefore, this is a very important principle we can learn. So, due to Durvasa Muni's curse, this happened, and therefore Indra went to Brahma, all other demigods. So he went to Brahma to seek help, and then Brahmadev prayed to the Supreme Lord, and the Supreme Lord appeared in the form of Hari. Sorry, he appeared in the form of Ajita. No. First he appears in the form of Hari. Yes. So Lord Hari appeared in the form of demigods to the demigods, and then so Lord tells to the demigods that so I can solve your problem myself, but still to perform a pastime, to engage everyone in their different works. So he said that we will do a very nice activity. So that is churning of milk ocean. So Lord can do everything himself, but still he engages everyone. So he says, now hear carefully, what is the project plan, blueprint. So he explains the blueprint. He says that, so now that you have got curse from Durvasa, so therefore you don't have powers. But in order to come back to power, so you have to create a compromise. You have to create an agreement with the demons. Okay. So you have to create an agreement with the demons, because now the time is favoring them. So Lord told that, see, if you want to attain something very important goal, you should be ready. Jai Shri Shri Radha Nil Madhav ki Jai. So he said, you should be ready to make truce, make agreement with even enemies, right? So the purpose of that is to defeat the enemy. So Lord is teaching politics, how to do politics. So he gave one logic, snake and mouse logic. Snake and mouse logic. So according to this logic, in a box, one snake and mouse both are trapped. Okay, somehow mouse trap will trap only mouse, but this is mouse come snake trap. Imagine. So both are there inside. Now the snake is very intelligent. He thinks, now if I eat the mouse, because snake can eat the mouse, but if I eat the mouse, then I cannot escape from this place. So I have to escape. So what I have to do? He understand the skill of the mouse. Mouse is enemy, but still the mouse has a skill. What is the skill? He can eat. He can eat wood, paper, everything he can eat. So he tells, listen, so we will make a plan. So you also have to escape, correct? You're blocked now, so you have to escape. I also need some help I will help you to escape. Okay, what I should do? I will not eat you, okay? Oh, very good. That is what I wanted. I was very afraid that you will eat me. So then the mouse became very eager to serve the snake. So then snake told that, see, you make one hole. Okay, I will give you time. I will not eat you. You make hole and then you escape from this. Okay. So you make little bigger hole so that I can also go out. You can also go out. Okay. Yes, very good. Very good. So he made a hole. So then what happened? The snake went out. Okay. And then the mouse was about to go out, but the snake was hungry. So snake ate off the mouse. Snake ate the mouse. So snake got his food. But alas, this mouse, he was very foolish. He tried to help the snake, but finally he was killed. So in this way, Lord is teaching the demigods, you have to win first, but first you have to make a truce with the demons. And then only they will help you to win. Okay, and then you can defeat them and you will be victorious. So Prabhupada says that actually, so Lord is always favoring those who are following dharma. Of course, he tries to favor everyone according to their modes of nature. But the demigods are willing to go according to the plan of the Lord. So therefore, Lord is especially inclined towards them. Correct? He is equal to everyone. He says in Bhagavad Gita, what? Samoham sarva bhuteshu, name dveshosti na priya. He is equal to everyone. There is no one friend or no one enemy. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyam. So those who worship me, so I especially am inclined towards them. Especially I am inclined towards them. So in this way, Lord says that you produce the nectar, and by drinking nectar, you will become immortal. Means you will have very long lifespan. Correct? So how to do the churning? So he said, to do the churning, first what you have to do is you have to put many nice grasses, creepers, herbs inside the milk ocean. Okay. So that will help in creating the amritam. Amrit means not just milk condensed, but it is having all this uh, vanaspati extract inside that. Okay, so you have to put all this, and then you need a churning rod, correct? Manthan. So you need that churning rod. So he said, very big milk ocean. So you have to have very big churning rod. So he said, we will bring mountain. Can you imagine? They brought mountain. Mandara Parvat. Mandara Parvat, which is on the right side of Mount Meru. So in Jambudvip. So you will see that. So that mountain will be brought, he said, and then you need a rope. Rope also you cannot use our rope which you use in our kitchen. So it should be very thick. So and they should be able to hold the heat, right? Or it will be burnt. So Vasuki, the snake Vasuki was called for to become the rope. And then churning will happen, and then Lord told that, see, you should be very patient. So when the churning is happening, many things will come, but be patient, and whatever demons say that they want it, you say, okay, you take it. Because when the right moment will come for amritam, no, that time you will be able to get it, right? So don't be attracted to anything else which is coming out. Many things will come out, something good, something bad, but be detached. Be detached. So then finally the amrita will come. And don't be angry whenever demons get something nice. Don't become angry. So Lord gave instructions like this. So poison will also come. Still you don't be afraid. So Lord had everything planned. What all will come out, everything Lord knew. So he told this plan. And in this way, Lord told and went away. And then, so they started working. So first they went to Bali Maharaj, who was the king of the demons. And they explained the plan. So Bali Maharaj said, okay, sure, we are going to get also many things. So he said, yes, we will also come. Correct? So, and then they started. Prabhupada says that diplomacy, politics is also present in higher planets. So the demigods and demons, both of them ready for this churning, right? So in this way, when they started, now the party is ready. So now churning has to start. So Mandara mountain had to be brought. You can imagine, to bring Mandara mountain, not joke, correct? You cannot hire a crane to just pull the mountain and keep it here. Like yesterday we brought our cabin. Like that, we cannot bring it with crane. So all the demigods with their superpowers, they all went to carry the mountain. And none of the powers were actually working because it was a very huge mountain. And while they were bringing that time, in between it was shaking and it fell down. And then they were not able to lift it up. So that time, Lord only had to come. The Lord came on the back of Garuda and said, you fellows, you move aside. I will get it for you. So Lord put the mountain on back of Garuda, brought it and kept it on the milk ocean. So now he said, chalo, start. So for that, what do you need? We need rope. Okay. So Lord said, Vasuki, okay, you come. So before Vasuki came, Garuda, he told you, go, because mismatch will happen. So Vasuki was there, Mandara mountain was there, and then to balance little bit at least that mountain, so Lord stood on top of the mountain also, a Sahasrabhavu. Okay, and then Lord said, okay, chalo, now let us start. So Lord personally was on the side of demigods as Ajita. Lord Ajita was there, and they had first taken the side of the mouth of Vasuki. Okay, and the demons were on the tail of Vasuki, and they started doing the churning. Okay, and seeing that the demigods are there on the mouth, the demons became very angry. Hey, head is the most important part. We want to be that side. Why you have given us tail?
as if we are something low. We want to be there. So Lord said, no, what to do? These fellows are very unintelligent, right? Because from the mouth of Vasuki, there will be very poisonous gases, flames will be coming out, fire will. So they did not know. They thought that that is higher position. They said, okay, fine, chalo, we will come this side. So Lord said, demigods, all of you change sides. So demons went on face, and then demigods came to the tail. So they start. So everybody started. Huh? So when they were starting, this Mandara mountain was shaking, started shaking like this, because there is no support. Like when you do churning, so there is two support with rope, correct? So when you shake, it will be on that line only and it will rotate, correct? But here there was nothing to hold. There is no rope to hold. Like our Kalindi Mataji, very expert in churning, buttermilk. So here there was nothing to hold the Mandara mountain. So then again Lord saw that these fellows are not able to do. So immediately Lord came as the Kurma avatar. Today we are discussing about Kurma avatar. The Lord came as a very big. Can you imagine Mandara mountain is so big, and that tortoise should be much bigger, maybe, so that it can hold properly. It can hold properly. And I remember in our engineering, NIT Suratkal, there was one professor. He was very intelligent. He was little knowledgeable in Shastra also. So he was telling that the first journal bearing of the entire universe was this Kurma avatar. Journal bearing, journal bearing. Bearing, bearing, na? So the axle is there, wheel. So the bearing is there. Because when it is rotating, it will scratch. It will scratch, because wheel is there below and there is no support for this. When it is rotating, it will scratch the surface. So therefore, there will be oil, be lubricant, something liquid. So when it rotates, because of the pressure, it will keep the axle above the metal surface. So that's called a bearing, right? It's called a bearing. So like that. So here also, so the Lord was there below, and this is journal bearing. So this is one axle, and this is rotating. So when it is rotating, here there will be metal surface, and it will scratch when it is rotating. So there will be wear and tear. So when it rotates, it should not touch the surface; it should be little above. So he was explaining how this was a journal bearing, first journal bearing of universe. Anyway, so in this way, the mountain was stabilized, and then, of course, this pastime is very big. And finally, Amrit came, and then Lord gave the Amrit in the form of Mohini Murti. He came and tricked the demons and gave the Amrit to the Devatas. Devatas drank the Amrit, they became very powerful, correct? So in this way, the demigods got back their kingdom successfully. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Kurma Avatar ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any comments? Next is Mohini Prabhuji.